And we're live. Hey guys, welcome to a special mini episode of Whiskey Charlie. Just with me, not my co host tonight, but we're going to be doing something very special. We have with us tonight Mark Ruggiero and Roy Matheson from War Diary magazine. The two gentlemen have put this awesome giveaway together and really want to welcome you to the channel and thank you both for what you're doing for the community. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. No, thanks for having us.
So we all know the impetus behind this, Mark, is you and your struggles that you and your wife are going through right now, and the support you've gotten from the community. You want to do something to give a little back. So why don't you take it from there as to what brought this all about?
So the basic fact is the war game community has been phenomenal with the GoFundMe. Different people have sold games and sent me money. It's all been very helpful, pay the medical bills, and not just the money piece, but also the well wishes, and the support. So I thought, I was like talking to my wife, I said, I really got to figure out a way to pay back the community because it's very emotional for me, especially. I mean, I just love wargaming and everything. So I reached out to Roy, which, by the way, I think War Diaries like literally right up there, like one of the best magazines in the hobby right now. And I said, hey, I want to buy, what I do, 20 subscriptions. I want to be able to talk to Mo and, of course, Artie over at Ardwolf about giving away just a small way to kind of give back to the community and hope that it brings the winners some joy in life, because this whole journey, right, for me, it's day by day. And right now things are progressing in a positive direction, but we all know shit can, pardon my French, make a turn. But right now, I literally, it's day by day. And I wanted to thank Roy. He gave me a good price, and it was very helpful. I don't really know what else to say. Like, honestly, I'm trying to avoid tearing up here because it's just really emotional for me. The support, the well wishes, and it's, sorry, I'm beating a dead horse. It's literally just a way for me to kind of give back to all the kindness and the support that, you guys, Roy, but the wargaming community in general has just been phenomenal. Like, and I never realized, because I've always just done it out of love. It's kind of funny, really quick, and then I'll end it as I never realized what an impact I've had on people over the years. Like, I've had people contact me just with, you're the reason I'm still wargaming or got back into it, or whatever, because I'm just passionate. I love the hobby. And then this whole journey that I'm on, I'm hoping to be in Gettysburg for there's an event there to play some great campaigns, American Civil War. So we'll see what happens. But it falls in my chemo schedule, and I got a couple buddies that are going to help me out because obviously I need some help with some different things. But that's was the impetus, and I just wanted to give back something.
Well, that's great, and hopefully you'll be able to get out there and enjoy that because it's a tough journey what you're on, and as you've seen, the war game community just rally behind you. And I've said this before, you and I talking on the phone or chatting about it, that this is it's a great community. It really is a band of brothers and people stepping up. And you see it not just in this instance, but there was another one recently that I can mention as well. Someone had a really weird accident where someone drove into their house and set their game room on fire. And of course, between the fire and the water from the water hoses from the firemen just destroyed all the games. Everybody was like stepping up saying, hey man, what do you need? What games did you lose? I'll send you a spare copy I have or whatever. That's the attitude and the brotherhood in this community that is just second to none. It's fantastic. And that's what you've experienced firsthand.
Absolutely. And just really quick, like part of I offered, I haven't heard from the guy, but I offered, and like, yeah, everybody just comes. And I think Roger McGowan, recently did that fundraiser for me with his sale, which was very helpful. And I've been friends with Roger for a long time. And he, long story short, he said it's the Brotherhood of the Hexagon. That's what he called it. I loved it.
No, it's very true. And that's where Roy steps in. And Roy, the editor, owner, the wizard behind the curtain for the best war game magazine out there, War Diary magazine.
Thank you.
And this is where you step in and you got involved, and you've helped out by giving out a considerable number of subscriptions with Mark, in conjunction with Mark. So let's talk about it from your side.
Yeah, we were actually really glad to help, because my wife and I previously we contributed to the GoFund page, and we'd also donated some subscriptions for the auction that Gary had. And I bought a game that I didn't really need, but I wanted, so I bought a game out of that thing. And then when Mark approached me, we were really happy to help out. I wish we could have gave it at zero cost, but we did the best we could on it. And it's a really nice give back, because Mark is the most enthusiastic person that I know. And even before he subscribed to the magazine, you would see him on Facebook and you'd sense that excitement that he had, and it's infectious. And it's nice to be able to do something for somebody like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Mark is one of the founders of the Compass Games Enthusiast page, which has just been chock full of people and information, and just a great way for Compass Games to communicate with their fans. The fans communicate with each other, designers to communicate with fans, vice versa. It's just really a fantastic thing, and that's due to you and David had put that together and built that community up from nothing.
Yeah, and Compass has been super supportive, and I love that page. And just a quick note I'm going to add, because it works. I also have a page, and I have admins assisting me now, because when I got sick, I said, hey, just in case, I need somebody to help me do it. But is Wargamers Opponents Wanted on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And it works. And if people use the page, you'll find opponents. There's a guy in Ohio for like 2 years. I can't find nobody. Now he's like, I got 6 opponents, and we meet up every other week, and so, anyways, that's, if you're looking for people to play, it actually works if you use the pages I have in the announcements. So
here's what we're going to do. We're going to give away a couple of subs right now. So I've got everybody that has put had the video out there, and I said everybody wants to be part of the giveaway needs to put in the hashtag, not hashtag, but the tag, thank you, Mark, the comment, thank you, Mark. So I've got all those names over here, and we're going to go ahead and see who is the first winner. And it is Bendish.
All right.
I guess that's who the first one is. So what we'll do is we'll keep track of that. I got to put this over here. Let's see. Let me write that down. And then why don't you go ahead and explain what everybody needs to do that does win? Mark?
Oh, sorry. So the way Ardwolf's been doing it is Ardwolf have him email him, and then he would email Roy. But I think, I don't know. Sorry, I didn't give that a lot of thought. Is you want to? Sorry, because Ardwolf just kind of made it automatic. Like emails, has people email him, and then emails me and Roy. I don't know, Roy, would it be easier if the person emailed you, or
what? Yeah, I mean, nobody's going to take advantage of us. If you're a winner, just send an email to War Diary Magazine customer @gmail.com, and we'll take care of you. And you'll get the 1-year subscription, and it'll start with the next issue. And we'll also send you a PDF of our most recent issue, which is a really good one. And you'll get the discount codes that all the subscribers get. So there's discount codes there for Lock and Load, Revolution Games, Diffraction, that do the big Europa games in England. And subscribers get discounts on the War Diary games. So it's a great package.
Okay.
And I hope whoever that is, Ben, like with everybody that wins, I hope it brings you a lot of joy and you enjoy the magazine, and you'll love it and resubscribe, because it is a great magazine.
So okay, so we'll now remove him and click on the next one. Bendish is the first one. And the second winner is, looks like it's going to be Vagnard. Oh, yeah, it is Vanguard 360. So Vanguard 360, you are going to need to email to War Diary Magazine customer @gmail.com. We'll do another one. And of course, anybody that watches this on the replay, the same will pertain to you as well. Ray Mao, 9683 is the next winner. I'm just writing these down.
Good idea.
That way we don't lose track of who they are. So what we'll do is I'm going to pause this for now. We're going to chat for a couple more minutes, and then we will get back to the actual giveaway here. But you have a new issue of War Diary coming out, Roy. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, we're doing the final proofing now, so it'll actually go to the printer in first part of June, and it won't actually do till July, but I think we're going to release it probably the end of June, so we're going to release it early. And it's got 2 big articles on South Mountain. First one is John Southard, which everybody knows. He's actually walked and ridden his bike on the battlefield. So this is the part 1 of an article where he looks at the battlefield up close. Very interesting. And then the second part of that deal is John Burt does a review of 4 games that cover South Mountain. That's also good. That's a nice tie-in. And then we got the second part of Art's Russia Besieged versus the Russian campaign. Another big article. This is combat examples. It's really interesting. Art has done a really nice job with that thing.
Yeah, that's really fantastic. Fans of those games will really be able to dig into that because Art definitely knows those games really well.
Oh, he does. Yeah, the first part of that thing was just amazing. And then we've got the designer of Archie's War from Worthington. He's done a designer's notes game. We got a strategy and article from Ottoman Sunset, the old Victory Point game. We've got Clark Osman has done a checklist for Bitter Woods. You have all the special rules for the first turn. So, and we've done an interview. Hans Korting has an interview with Dirk Blindeman, who's done quite a few games overseas.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty good issue, I think.
No, that is a really great one. So what we're going to do is now we're going to, for those who actually did see the video and have entered their comments, we have you on a separate list, but we're also going to have a couple of subscriptions that we're going to give away as well to those who tune into the show tonight. And what we're going to do is, if you want to be in this giveaway, I want you to put a hashtag thanks Mark in the comments right now, and you will be entered as well, because we're going to give away a couple of subscriptions this way on top of those who have already been entered originally from the first video. So anyone who did not see the first video, this is your chance now to put in hashtag thanks Mark. So that way you can get one of the subscriptions here in a few minutes. We'll do that in a couple minutes. We'll give everybody a chance to add in their comments. But so what's next for you in your treatment, Mark?
So, I mean, everybody knows I don't know if you know, I'm on a 2-week cycle. I have 52 hours of chemo, 5 in the clinic. I take a Powerball home in my port. Get it removed, and then but basically I got 12 more weeks of chemo, and then I'll get a CT scan and a PET scan after the Gettysburg trip if I'm fortunate enough to be able to pull that off. Already bought my refundable plane ticket and stuff just in case, but and then after that, of course, with pancreatic cancer, the goal is to get where you can do what they call the Whipple surgery. My tumor has shrunk so far from 4.2 centimeters down to a little over 3, which is good. The problem is the reason they can't do the surgery yet, it's still right up against, there's like a main vein you got, and you'll bleed out. And they're like, we need room. So hopefully it keeps shrinking. It hasn't spread. I have it like in 2 adjacent lymph nodes. Which needs to be gone out of there, and it's heading in that direction. But yeah, that's where I'm at. The next step, thankfully my employer, and I have plenty of time in the books. Like I'll have coverage for at least a while longer before I have to either do what they call covered California or something. And but treatment wise, that's where I'm at. Where my wife's at, she's stage 4 I was stage 3. She's stage 4 lung cancer. And amazing part, I smoke. I'm a smoker, right? But my wife never really did, and I haven't smoked around her. But anyways, long story short, she's stage 4. She's got her tumors are shrinking, so they removed one of her chemos. She does like 2 hours of chemo, but everybody's cocktail is different. And they removed one of the chemos because she's progressing so well. And the goal with her is to just get it in remission, which, that's the goal. She's dealing with a non-related infection right now. So she's on like antibiotics, pretty serious ones, for about 3 weeks. But luckily I got family. My kids are, nearby and get to working. But yeah, treatment wise, that's where I'm at. So fingers crossed and all that good stuff, because no cancer is good, but pancreatic it's a real bear. But I'm going to beat this son of a bitch. I'll see y'all at different game conventions, play some games. So.
Looking forward to it. And hopefully for many, many years.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and give away the next one here. We've got 25 entries, and we're going to hit draw and see who wins right here live on the show. And the winner is William Aarons. William, you know the deal is below. You have to send an email with your information to War Diary Magazine customer at gmail.com. So congrats, William. And I hope you enjoy the magazine, because it is a fantastic magazine. And as I always say, if you are not already subscribed to War Diary Magazine, you're wrong. It's a fantastic.
It's really that good. It really is.
It really is a fantastic magazine. And I'd like to see more people get out there and check it out. And not only are you guys doing the magazine and you've got the new issue coming out, you've also got games coming out. So talk about that a little bit, Roy.
We have started that. We've got 2 out right now. The first one was Guadalcanal, and then the second was 1914. And these are both Mike Nickel designs. And we actually just signed a deal with Mike for 2 more games. The next one is going to be an ancient game called, make sure I don't mess this up, Blade and Bow. And it'll include 2 counter sheets, 4 different maps, 17 by 22 to refight 4 different battles. It's a really nice package. And then the follow-on will be called Off the Line, and that's a man-to-man tactical system for World War II. Maybe the end of the year for that one.
Sweet.
Yeah, they've worked out really well for us.
No, I think they're great. I got both of them. I've looked at them. Obviously, I haven't played them yet. They're on my list. I have a nice long bucket list of stuff I'm working through. So,
I
think we've lost you, Mo.
Oh, there we go. I was muted. So how are they selling?
They've sold really well for us. Guadalcanal probably was the out of the blocks more popular. Pacific Games is not everybody's crazy thing, and the original Avalon Hill was not a big seller, but Mike has added a lot of really interesting things because he's a very clever designer. So they've done really well for us. And 1914 has a different kind of a following. I say it probably hasn't sold as well, but both have been steady, so it's encouraged us to do more.
Good.
And it's just a sideline to the magazine. The magazine's still the main thing.
Well, yeah, obviously, and we definitely want to see. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to move on to the next draw, and this is from the original list, and we'll see who wins here. And the winner. Oh, that's going to be a fun one to say. JDZIOB won. You are the winner. So make sure that you email War Diary Magazine customer at gmail.com. So that's what you want to do. It's at the bottom of the screen, so you don't have to worry about going back and listening to what I say. It is actually at the bottom of the screen. So we'll remove him and we'll select the next one. And this one is Careball, I think is how you would say that. Or Care B Hall. So there's another one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 already. Let's draw one more. And the next winner, we're going to keep this a short show, as I was saying before, about maybe 30 minutes. Tim D 6503, you are the winner. So make sure that, aside from listening to all the cheers here, that you actually do follow along with the directions. And at the bottom of the screen, it says War Diary Magazine customer at gmail.com. That's what you need to email to make sure that you get your information in to Roy, and then he can get your subscription out to you. We've got the games that you got coming out. You've got the new issue coming out. Can you say anything about maybe a little sneak peek into the future as to maybe what is on the drawing board for maybe another game that's coming down the line, or maybe tease an article in a future issue?
Yeah, those two that I mentioned, the Bow and Blade, will be out this summer.
Mm-hmm.
Because the things with Mike come together pretty fast because he does all his own graphics, so it doesn't take forever in a day. And then the other one will come out by the end of the year. Also looking at another little game. It's a solitaire game about mosquito boats, but it's it's like a 7 on a scale of 1 to 10. So it's got a lot of them parts. That's play testing right now, but we haven't made a deal on that one yet.
No, it definitely is. And Gary's here as well. He says Mark is a bona fide hero of the war game community. It's been truly heartening to see that community rally around him and his wife, and it's very true. It is, and like I was saying before, it is. It's truly a band of brothers. It is just a fantastic community, and this is what I love about this community is the way everyone comes together to help each other out in times of need. Yeah, we'll sit there, bitch, moan, cry, and complain to each other about CRTs, and you're wrong on the order of battle and everything else, but when the chips are down and things get real, life gets real, people step up and, they put all differences aside on opinions on whatever. And everybody just steps up to help out, which is what it should be like.
Well, I have to say that was the first thing I noticed about Mark, even before I got to know him through the magazine, was this. I've never met a more positive person. And if you look at Facebook, there's lots of trolls that don't want to be positive. Mark is always positive, and it's a wonderful thing. It really is.
I like to say, I just like to say, enjoy your journey, but it's also I don't get it why people got to crap on people's parade. I love this game, and it's that game sucks. Blah, blah. It's you know what? Move on. It's not your thing, fine. But can I just really quick? I'm just going to say it. I'd like to say, obviously, thank to everybody again. But I did want to say, on Facebook, and nowhere near the level of Artie and Mo, but I do have a YouTube channel where I'm doing some kind of retro, look at old games, and I do after action reports on how to play. And I'll just be honest, I do it for my own entertainment, doing my phone. I don't have the professional stuff. I have a lot of fun with it, but I think some people get some stuff out of it. So if you're interested, it's Clark Commando 1983 on YouTube, but you can find me on the Board Gamer page. There's a few different pages I post videos on. So, but anyway, just not, I just want to say, because I do it, like you said, for my own entertainment. I've been doing it about 3 years, and but people do get stuff out of it, because I've been doing how to play Line of Battle currently from Dean Essig and MMP, which is phenomenal. And next up, I'm going to do an old school dive into either Guns of August or Third Reich, honestly, for old time's sake, because I play a ton of GMT World at War. So, anyway,
well, if you don't do it for your own fun, there's no point in doing it, because
right,
there's no money.
No, that's right. I just don't want people to go and expect, because you guys are, obviously do a great job, and you gotta have fun with it. I have videos that are 8 minutes long, and I have some that are not many people watch. I always say get a cup of coffee, but they're like an hour and a half play along. So.
Mm-hmm. Those are real popular. People love watching those.
Rules. Yeah, a couple of videos I have that are real popular is how to play MBT. And then, believe it or not, and people that know me know I'm a huge fan of the old Crunchy Grognard Simulations Death Ride Kursk. Sorry, and I love a lot of games. So I'm I'm like Mikey. I was talking to somebody earlier. I said, I'm like Mikey. Like some people are like, I only do tactical. If it's a war game, I'll play it. And it's, yeah.
Mhm.
Anyways, thanks
No,
everybody.
that
I know
that's
and
that's the way to
yeah,
be though. Is just go out there and enjoy everything you can because it's all about enjoying the journey is what it is. So
that's
let's
right.
give away our next one from the original list. And this is going to be tight. Eric L. Verson. So Eric is the next winner, and we'll go on to our next one. It was almost Bob Fanoof, and it's going to be David Zell, 3054. And what we're going to do now is we're going to remove that. We're going to switch over here, and we're going to draw on this other one for the live drawing today for the #thanks Mark. And John Clark is the winner. He was actually double dipping there. I think I saw his name on the other list. So that's the good way to make sure you do win. John Clark,
Congrats.
You won. And yeah, Bob saying right there, he got me. I thought it was going to be Bob that time, but unfortunately it was not. So that is the winner there is John Clark. Let me just make sure I get that down. I do have that. And I think I have one more subscription. 1, 2. Oh, that is the final subscription.
Wow.
So that is the last one. So thank you everyone who participated in the live drawing tonight, as well as those who commented on the video. And it was great to have this give back from Mark. It was unnecessary. That was not why everybody stepped up to help you. Really appreciated that. And of course, appreciate the same generosity from Roy in helping you out and make this happen, because a lot of people are going to have War Diary magazine now coming to them, and they're going to be like, wow, where's this been all my life?
No, that's right. No, it's not good. Thank you, Roy, for working with me on this. And I got to say, Roy, I was to the fundraiser, but I'm sure he remembers a few years ago, I was trying to grow the Opponents Wanted page, and it wasn't this many subscriptions, but I was like, hey, and he really helped out with that too. We gave away some when I was initially growing that Facebook page. Yeah,
that's right. We did.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
So with that, I think we can now get in our last words here. Like I said, we're going to keep it a short show. This is just basically to a thank you from Mark to the community. Quick little giveaway here with all these subscriptions to War Diary, and have both Roy and Mark on to talk to everybody about this giveaway. So, Roy, any final words from you?
Well, I do want to say we're really happy that we were able to help, and to remind people that the GoFundMe page is still open. I know there's lots of links on Facebook for that, so I would encourage people to donate it if they could, for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I appreciate that.
Mark?
Just honestly, just thanks for having me on. I really appreciate you guys helping give it away. Thank you to Roy. And like I said, I hope that the magazine brings people lots of joy. They like it. They resubscribe. And you know what? Enjoy the games. Enjoy the journey. Because whether you're sick or not, I say, just make it happen. Like, just do what makes you happy, and ignore the negative stuff that's out there. It doesn't matter, what the game is or what you enjoy. It's just about love, and that's my thing is love for the hobby and love of the games. And like doing this, I was 10 years old with Tactics too, never dropped out. I had time my period when I was in the service where I really wasn't playing much, but I was, still buying games, right? So, and I am in the process of getting rid of some stuff, but that would be happening probably regardless, because but thank you so much, and I look forward to next year seeing people out at the game convention. I plan on Buckeye Game Fest. I told my wife we're going to travel. We're going to and part of my travels are like, oh yeah, we're going to stop at this game convention. So,
and on the way, honey, we're going to stop at every war game store I can find in every convention on the way. And it just so happens there are 4 conventions on the path that we're taking.
And I got to say really quick, I got to give kudos to my wife. Like she's always been like, you got another box, Mark. And I'm like, oh, I wonder what that could be. Oh, I must, but honestly, she's always been, very supportive and accepting, and of my hobby. And, we've been together 40 years, married 36, and we've had our moments like anybody in that long term. You change. We were kids, we got married, and, we're definitely different people now than we were then. And there's nobody else that, sadly we got to be on this journey, but I got to say nobody else, I'd rather be on it with. And thank you guys. And I'm glad I was able to kind of keep a straight face. So appreciate everything from everybody. Thank you.
This is true. I hate to overrun your face there with these comments, but I want to make sure everybody's comments get in there for you. And that this is a good point Alistair makes. She's probably just glad you're not into vintage cars, because
Alistair lives not too far from me either, actually.
Well, the funny thing is, it's like our wives will go, you got another game, man. It's like, well, you know what? At least you know where I'm at. I'm at home playing my game.
I have guys that will tell me, like, can you put an invoice saying it was a gift, or can you just ship it? And I'm like, yeah, whatever you need, I guess, but
yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is very true. This is very true. Definitely keep the positive and ignore the negative. There's a lot of negative Nancys out there, and no offense to anybody named Nancy. It flows.
Right.
Negative Nates. So that way Gimpy Gamer can pick on me for saying negative Nate, but don't be a negative. Just enjoy the positive and be happy to enjoy every day that comes your way, and make sure that you support everybody around you. And this support that we've been giving to Mark, as Roy was saying, go to the GoFundMe page if you are able to give and help out. Definitely do so. And of course, reach out to Mark on Facebook, reach out to him on his channel, Clark Commando 1983, and make comments on his videos, and just, hey, give a message of support, because I know he's gone through a lot. He's going through a lot, him and his wife, and sometimes you're down, and sometimes just a, hey brother, how you doing? Just a quick message like that, gives you a boost. So
super helpful, because I'm a very sociable person, and the hard part is obviously, stuck at home, and, it's just, but yeah, no, thank you guys. Really appreciate this a lot. And I hope it brings people a lot of joy. So
this is true.
Don't be Debbie Downer.
Or a Mingle Moaner.
Mingle Moaner.
So there we go. All right. We had to get a little bit of comedy in, but appreciate everybody coming in tonight, and appreciate again Mark and Roy with this giveaway. It's a fantastic way to give back to the community, and really thank you to the community for supporting Mark and Elvie. We really appreciate that. It means a lot to everybody, because seeing that brotherhood, that band of brothers come together and support each other, it makes you feel good that you're part of the community. So everybody, thanks again for tuning in tonight, and we will see you on the next episode of Whiskey Charlie next Tuesday night.
Thanks. All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Night, everybody.
Night.